balls. Let's get this one started,
Look at
Chad.
all that util.
Any smart things to say?
Well, just with the buy right here of FURIA, they have quite a lot of nades coming out here. 3 sets, one for Yuri, Art, and K-Serato as the 1x bet onto the top of your screen there. We'll be favoring G2 Esports. We've got this one underway, so over towards A. Very noisy, and 1 bullet, 1 kill. Art is dead.
Yeah, he's not having any impact in this pistol. Nico's made sure of that. And they gathered ramp fast. T incendiary for sandbags. It's very indicative of a commitment. Now the smokes will bloom. Double HE. No one's down. Just peppered a little on Furia's advance. Bomb plant's a priority. No CT utility to contest this, but they do have a retake smoke.
Yeah, flashes will be good for fights, and Nico's even found another.
It's a dream. Last bit of util out of Furia. Now they're in a 5 versus 3, and there's still a smoke and flashes to go.
Hunter's setting it up now. They're getting ready for this.
Biding their time. They still have plenty of it. The flashes don't catch him, and K-Serato eliminates one. Junior's got a good chance to play spoiler here. Kits on Jax, recovered soon. It's Hunter that's picked it up.
Oh.
Good shooting. One more remains. Only Yuri, if he could just stop the defuse. The round is his. Nico's gone, and they're all gone. Furia turn the round on its head. G2 dead.
Wow, that felt like 2 really, really clean kills from Nico there to kick things off to get that into the 3-on-5 situation.
In my head, that retake was already successful.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. 5 versus 3. The fact that K-Serato pulls one out of the bag early. This is how it starts, and it gets worse. He catches Vinny as well. Oh. Good shoots. Shoots?
Yeah.
Yes, I am a caveman. And make good shoot.
Yuri win. Very good.
Good win. Game. But we do see Deagles and
Hold up. Hunter's been dropped to silenced M4 here. This is looking a bit spicier for G2 on this 4 spy.
This is his map. They're setting him up for success.
It's going to be difficult to get past this. Next are ready with some nades as well. That'll be dunked down on the head of Art, but he's already passed.
Oh, Art, you wouldn't dare, would you? You wouldn't just peek into what you know is armored Deagles. I think he would, and it works wonders. Nexa does well to stabilize, albeit temporarily. Jax has lost his health. Nade might finish him off.
Save that M4.
Well, you say that. Hunter might want to have a quick look, just see if he gets anything for free. There's an element of surprise to this M4. Junior jiggles it out nicely, and that should be the end of it.
Yeah, they know what's happening here, Furia.
Damn, well played.
You might want to consider the chase with these SMGs that they have, knowing there's an M4 in play. There's one for Vinny, one for K-Serato. They could get a move on here to try and deny this upgrade onto Hunter. Or are they just looking happy with the round?
That came so easy. Just an MP5, takes his liberties. He has the AK to clean up any mess he may have left.
Isn't that crazy, though? Art initially on the pistol round picks instantly dead, right? Then the next round he's like, yeah, so I'm going to keep going. He's going to force that issue time and time again over towards A ramp. And we've heard us talking about this. It was with the FPX game just the other day. And we were talking about the fact that, well, if you don't stop Art towards that A ramp position, you're going to have a really rough time. This hasn't even been the one-way smoke that he deploys over towards that scaffolding position. You'll see that come out in later rounds as well. So it'll be interesting to see how G2 want to stifle this aggression. We've been seeing more and more teams pick up in recent times that transitional defense towards the top of the ramp area, taking fights later to more mid-round.
And also just noting that all of them opted to come through ramp. Like often, you know, you divide and conquer through short, but they just had Junior housekeeping any aggressive short pushes, and they all channel themselves in through the main entrance.
Yeah, it can be a gauntlet versus the pistols, right? You want to keep yourself at range, and that's exactly what FURIA did.
Now they've got another attempt here. It's going to be slightly lighter for G2, and they've stacked into this ramp. That's a big start. Trying to deliver. And it seems that K-Serato and Art will pick the pieces back up. He's recovered the M4, and he'll be happy to get away with it.
Yeah, run away, Jax.
Oh no, he's actually walking straight into them, and just like that, the weapon and the round fall by the wayside. Amanek, just the Deagle. He'll hope for a freebie. Won't get many more chances, and Vinny plays to perfection. Furia, that's the 3-0 conversion, and we will be ready to get G2's weapon rounds underway.
I think Art might hold on to that MP5 right there, keep the SMG and play. A couple of players could be lacking the head armor for G2, and this is the swing on the ramp. Hunter really got nothing done with his M4 in 2 rounds, so the investment, it just falls to Vinny, gives himself a bit of an upgrade going forward, and I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Vinny had a monstrous performance just the other day. If he continues that, Furia are going to look like an absolutely scary beast.
Standard start. Nexa does look like he wants to put bullets down towards the ramp. The pop flash good, buys them space. FURIA have another plan, though. They're going contact mid. Interesting. So you praise Jax's mid hold. Let's see how he handles it. Quick panic. Drops the flame. They're going. Oh, they're so fast. K-Serato's in CT spawn. It's 90 seconds still on the clock. This is brutal. CTs have to mid-round it. Comms are crucial. Pushing for B info. Back and forth. It's huge from Jax, but not the first. Art burns him down, and now B is a problem. Hunter has to work his way towards CT spawn. It's all too easy for the South Americans. They have come in fierce onto this Vertigo pick.
That was a great approach right there. They completely stifle any of the rotations. They take so much room, and it's traditional for teams to play 3 players over towards that A defense, locking down that ramp, especially considering what Art loves to do on that side of the map. They just deny all the rotations. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, but it's what's even cooler than that. It's not only taking the mid and holding up the A rotate, is that the CTs then naturally lose mid, want to push for B stairs, but you've got players in a position to trade out efficiently, and just like that, your whole round falls apart.
Well, it's going to be a tough one here for Nico to save now that he's given up his position. Finds Junior as well, so a little bit of financial damage, but ends up going down to Vinny. That's another round in the bag for FURIA. 4-0 start. Now, I'm not too sure if G2 the other day, right, on the Vertigo map against Liquid, you know, if that was them playing well or just carried through by Hunter. I'm going to probably lean towards carried through by Hunter because he had a mammoth performance there, right? But it's traditional that he has good performances on a map like Vertigo, at least in the past. So if he can have a similar level of showing here, this could be a competitive first map. If not, FURIA could be running through this. Vertigo coming up. Sorry, Mirage coming up next. Inferno is the third. That'll be interesting as well.
How rigid are the flight paths of FURIA? Does someone always have that boost under consideration? 2 on short aggressive, 4 set up for these A players. And I say players, it's no longer plural. They're leaving Art. And he's going on a solo mission to sell this. Jax wants info and he gets way more than he bargained for. A quick frag. A rifle to be recovered, but he didn't actually stick around to answer any questions about how many more were on the way. Amanek about to be under a whole lot of scrutiny. He's done well to drop the smoke. Yeah, couldn't be better.
They're clearing out towards top A again right now, but this rotation will be too far away. FURIA are going to overwhelm Amanek here.
He's going to get mollied out. 1 headshot is the most he could have asked for. He's absolutely destroyed. They've got the site now.
Yeah, looking for exits at G2, so they're in the lower floor. 40 seconds has started.
K-Serrato won't let these go easy. Holding the perfect line through the boards. Bodies dropped, only Nexa. Now he recovered the AK. He'll likely just be maintaining that safely as best he can. And Jack's just catching as much exit as he can. They do practically clear out those B steps. There's no doubt in their mind they'll be able to leave that way.
Wouldn't be a bad time for a pause, for a bit of a technical timeout from G2, just to have a bit of a chat, right? These 5 rounds have gone quickly. You think about that first gun round, you lose mid-control, you lost the round, right? Pistol round, had a good start, it fell apart. And that's really how we've gotten to this point right here. You can throw the 4 spy rounds out the window, don't worry too much about that. It's hard to bank on those being consistent rounds. But now with these gun rounds, just to screw on your head tight, understand where the gaps are, go in with a game plan here. See if you can slow this down, because FURIA have already shown that mid can be taken and that they will exploit that rotation right there. Yeah.
Like the fact the flash pops as the molly pops, like you just know it's your fate is sealed.
Yeah, let go of the mouse and keyboard. Yeah. It's all over.
No vision, no idea how you're supposed to get away from the flames if not the 3 people looking at you. All right. This is where we get to see Nico's AWP in action. I hope to see an aggressive peek. He did it with the pistol. Can he find it with the zoom bang? At a slight gap in the smoke filled by the T's. And immediately Art surges forwards and immediately going through the short smoke. He's off to the races.
This is so quick.
So much quicker than you may anticipate. Nexa admittedly seems hesitant. 2 about to swing out on this. It's a good flash. Nexa is sitting duck. Nico tucked on sight. So much pressure. Needs the AWP shot. Has provided the first. And the no-scope's wild. Doesn't hit. The second does. He's hitting all the shots he has to. Will be knocked off his perch. 2 on 2. Vinny. So close to the action. 10 bullets is all he's got. No, Jax has caught a perfect timing. Bomb will not be planted, and Amanek seals G2's first.
Huge moment there from Nico with the AWP. That's a lot of pressure to be under. You can see the push coming in from both sides. The timing on FURIA, just how quickly they're able to collapse with that space. Him getting a kill there, that's great. The fact he got multiple, that's even better. G2 on the board. And if the fight's going to come their way, that's probably the type of Counter-Strike they want, right? Where they're actually being able to face their opponents, not once the space has already been taken and they're having to claw through.
But can we put that one in our Vertigo playbook? Like, if we're throwing that short smoke from spawn, immediately have someone up scaff with a good spawn and walking through it, a quick pop flash short, that's brutal. The fact G2 pull it out is credit to Nico. Great pop on to Keserato's B stairs control. The battle for ramp wages on.
Oh.
Nico's actually been caught straight through the smoke. That's quite the casualty to concede. And now, oh yeah, so many unanswered questions for Nexa. His positioning is indicative of that. They're lining up for some action B.
There's nobody close to receive those.
They have definitely got this Vertigo playbook swelling with pages.
Well, they've sold it again. They're back over towards A where they found the opening. So it's just going to be Nexa towards the boost box.
Poor Soul, he's
hearing everything.
Lads, it really feels like an A. Really feels like an A. I'm about to get Molotov'd out of position. They're flooding in through short. Bullets is our only hope. Vinny does put his head into the vice. Hunter slams it closed. Looking to turn the tide of battle now. Smokes will be deployed and they're a little hectic. There will be gaps to be exploited. Nexa unchecked on the headshot box. A single flash, a smoke for Nexa as well. He'll be lining that up for the retake here. And the flash is gone. Vision's restored. Yuri's ready to stand and deliver. Time sensitive, here they come. And they line up for Yuri. 3 frags just sitting on the side. He'll take all 4. Defending his honor, putting a 6th on the board for FURIA, and G2 sent back to Squalor.
You have to really consider the post-plant positions FURIA were able to maintain there. It's not just get the bomb down and retreat towards the ramp and sandbag and hide in short and give the CT site control. They don't want to have this game where they're tapping the bomb and you're having a peek as a team. Just stop them as they come out of this tight choke point. So bottlenecked here, they can't get any room to work with G2 Esports, and that is the 6 for FURIA. We'll just be back down to pistols for G2. Deagle, CZ, P250 in the mix.
Oh, you don't want to be making those sound cues,
no, but definitely not. FURIA have been very hot and cold right throughout. When you consider this team, and we talk about, I think it was 23, 24 maps in total since Junior has been a part of this roster. It's not a lot of games, but it's all been top-tier opponents, right? We're talking IEM, Katowice, and ESL Pro League. That's the cream of the cream.
The cream of the cream. That's what they say.
Or the cream of the crop.
Sometimes. Jax, he knows what he's looking for. It's a slight gap, and it's a hard duel. Yuri will best him. And FURIA just slowly pulling apart the CT defense. Nexus being pushed on. Amanek, though, standing strong with the CZ. Gets away with an equalizer. Nexus Deagle, potent. Chances. Small glimmers of hope emerge for G2 into round 8. Ouch. Nade right onto the nose, and Amanek tries to peek out. Only 2 now for the G2 Deagle defense. FURIA very vigilant with their utility. They don't need to force this plant. Vinny's going for it now in the smoke. Impossible to contest. Nico's flank. It's the 2 cousins working together to try and make this as costly as possible. The round, practically a guarantee now. It's just a question of how much can you take from FURIA. They're already building quite the swelling bank. Oh, an 8K recovered for Nico. He'll be happy to maintain if he could take it from Yuri as well. And just like that, nice angles again held by FURIA in this after plant. And it is textbook. Clean as you like. 7 now for FURIA. This is the T side of a team that want to prove that Vertigo picking is not out of the realms of their playbook.
Yeah, this is
picking Vertigo. I mean, the list of teams that do that, Chad, is pretty damn short.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, I was talking to you about the map pool before we got into this. I was like, Inferno, Mirage, both of these teams like that. There's a chance for FURIA to punish if they want to go for something like a Train or even a Vertigo. But to be fair, their Vertigo, you know, it's has its ups and downs. I think if they're not getting away with their momentum-based plays, they're getting shut out, can look fall a little bit flat. But this isn't flat at all. This is 7-1. This is the scoreline you'd be dreaming of here. And Yuri's ADR, 144.
So can you help me understand what's stopping them from hitting them with, like, you know, a Gambit, a ramp, Aggie. You know, when there's two M4s unloading into the smoke, there's double HEs, there's flashbangs, deep smoke, you're replacing it from elevator, you've got control, they have to go somewhere else.
There's a couple of smokes and Molotovs that they're throwing right here to dissuade that, right? There's a deep molly they've been throwing towards the top of the ramp on the back right-hand side, and Art's smoke that he keeps throwing, so he can definitely get scaff control every time.
Like, they're already up.
That was 3 nades, so you can't fight.
They're up, but Nico's caught out. Down he goes. Art has taken the site. The spray is wild. Hunter needs more. Nexus there. It will all be onto Hunter. He throws out a solid flashbang. Keserato still on the site, though, and they can just dump Util now. You're locked out.
They even have 2 more mollies to go.
And Yuri's trying something new. Right up in the flames. He's going to go down. That's an interesting catch. Perhaps enough of a punish. They re-smoke on the elevator, and the bomb will go down uncontested. How does the afterplant shape up this time? Last time, they wanted to hold them close. Keserato, same position. This is a power position FURIA like to maintain. And it led to a triple, if not a quad, from Yuri previous. You've got to force him out of this position. And Junior will be forced out of sandbags, but he delivers a frag. Keserato, no issues, sticking around on site. It is so potent, so hard to break. FURIA take another with a very brazen A push.
Yeah, it's so difficult to get past that setup. Like, I don't know what they can be throwing front side. They can maybe molly it to flush that player out, but that late in the round, the utility obviously lied on higher positions to worry about. And yeah, this just seems so simple. You can see the kills coming in at a minute 30 there, and well, getting a little bit greedy. Get the round regardless.
Yeah, just, I mean, seeing this A-site box just feel like a really, really hard position to force anyone off. That CT retake, it feels a lot more difficult when you don't get that for free. Okay, looking to try and demand some control out of that ramp, but with just the Desert Eagle, it's not going to go too far. Hunter's taking space in a deep smoke. I mean, this will be audible to FURIA. They'll know it's been taken. FURIA visible.
Notice how when they're up against the pistols, right? And this to a lot of people will seem like a very basic statement, but the pace change in the game goes from gun rounds, they're in your face, they're fighting you, they're taking those jewels, to the pistols. You never want to run into a stack, you never want to give up any of those opportunities, and they just slow it down. Now, that's obvious, okay? Against the pistols, let's not run into a stack, let's not get picked off.
And you're talking about it as we see a perfect example of it. Art's just waiting as they look for info, and Amanek has weathered the storm. So now they're fully stacked A, they'll flood into B, they're doing so silently, have of course, no idea that the gamble's gone on. But even though Amanek has basically taken down the Art fake, it's worked out well enough.
They should be able to hold on to this here. They've got the flank covered. Very noisy on this.
Yeah, Keserato, no slouch at all. The frags are delivered. Nico's deagle is scary. And if he was to find the head of Junior with that final bullet, Junior, what are you doing? You madman. Jumps down, takes down Nico. The round surely now is locked in. Amanek, a 10-second defuse is his cruel reality, and Junior doesn't even let him get close. Pivoting off of it gets costly thanks to Nico's individual prowess, but we're back into the fray, and some serious absent names on this defense so far from G2. They have just been completely dominated. Where is Nexa and Amanek? Hunter, just the 4, kept so honest as well.
Yeah, I think one of the big problems here is when you think about those two names, Nexa and Amanek, Nexa is one of the A holders, right? He's not getting any kills as they're coming up. That is a problem. For Amanek, he's a rotator coming in. So when we view their contribution so far, you have to make sure you weigh that into this. So Amanek rotating into a lost A site time and time again.
We've seen how tight FURIA's afterplant is.
And now they're not even contesting ramp.
Jax is tested on mid instead.
4 of them.
He's done well to find one, but that's a completely new flavor thrown into the mix of round 11.
They have just conditioned
one way.
Yeah, here we go. What if they just post Junior up here to play with the rotation, see how long this goes? But Hunter's already pushed. He's taken a lot of space here up the ladder. I'm not sure FURIA will be ready for this.
This is perfect. And with a silenced M4, no less, Hunter.
Oh, someone's watching.
Is being held, and Vinny executes another perfect play. It's brutal. Wrapping into mid B. We talked about him now. Maybe Amanek can show his worth. The first time in 11 rounds they come his way, and he's got to make the statement that they don't try again. Through the CT smoke, ambitious. Nexa prepared and has the bomb delivered. This avant-garde strategy from FURIA is being pulled apart. Nexa nearly finishes it right there and then. Instead, Yuri lives on, and a small chance. He'd need to find Nico, and that's what he's looking for. Worming his way through the hallways. There we have it, quick from the draw. Nico puts G2's second on the board, but my God, they're not out of the woods yet.
One of the things with FURIA that we've noted in a couple of their games, right, they can get off to these flyers or these really good starts, and then they, I don't want to say let their foot off the gas, but this can be a part where rounds just seem to evaporate from them. This is a good one for G2 to pick up, and maybe the start of many more. The half's not done yet. 9-6 on the nose. Wouldn't be too shabby whatsoever.
Certainly not.
Well, they're going to need to start converting round after round here. FURIA will have another bye. And they're able to just go back to this A play if they'd like, because they were getting so much traction. G2 have to respect it, but focusing over towards B, and Hunter's going on a little looky-loo again.
Oh, he's been tagged up.
They know something's close. They're trying to molly him. Oh, I think they missed that one.
Yeah, I think so too. Don't know what he hit. So Hunter re-smoking's good. The nades for Amanek.
Oh!
Damn, he's working at just 30 now. Feels like he's under a lot of pressure. They're boosting for him. He is seriously going to struggle to find a safe haven. There'll be mollies onto quad for the execute. FURIA. Is it all smoke and mirrors? Art being so pushed up is going to convince many.
There's 3 of them here to deal with just Art.
It's so convincing. I mean, they're throwing up smokes. They've boosted up. Nico, however, that's the first on the A ramp return. Confirms that it's not all B. G2 want to reshape and rejiggle their CT setups. It's very loud now on ramp. A lot of the potency of that fake on at B has been lost.
There's no nades really for this either, just Case Rider with a smoke and a molly.
Nico's frag was enough to really slow this down. His next choice or next shot will be a very big determining factor. I think he realizes the same. Bomb to be planted. The spray from Nexa does tag and warn them. But Keisarato's getting another uncontested plant. FURIA, they've looked great in these positions. Once that bomb goes down, can G2 prove?
Oh, the flank.
Oh, you're right. He's already working his way through mid. And their attention is so drawn. No one's looking. No one's ready. Oh, it's a massacre. Art strikes from behind and pulls a 10th round out of the hat. You can't focus on the retake now. Art's disappeared.
Even though Amanek's coming behind, this round's completely just fallen out of G2's hands.
Nico will find him eventually. Fair play, but nearly. They're going for it now. Someone would need to be defusing right here, right now. Nexus getting his body onto it. They need to be holding it. If the spray's not there, he hasn't got the bullets. Nico saves them. And the defuse, it comes in. I can't believe it. G2 in the last second recover a round after Art did I'd take a timeout. I would too.
That was their round.
I can't believe it. Look at this. Look at this, 2 sitting ducks, pants around their ankles.
How do they lose this one?
How does Nico save the day?
He's just body blocking.
Yeah, straight up, get down, Mr. President. Soaking those bullets up with the Kevlar. I truly cannot believe that.
It looked to me like Nico was just going to deal with that and then save. That right there is a horrible round to be losing.
I mean, like Nico killing Art, I assume that was just the consolation prize. That was just the, okay, you killed 2, you won the round.
That could be the turning point.
Yeah. That's mad, and that is going to be a big break in the mental from FURIA. A locked-in round.
Ooh-wee. All right, well.
Nico with the AWPing heroics.
Yeah, he's getting fired up now, that's for sure. 14 kills for him, leading the charge for his team in a big way. His impact almost completely contributes to the rounds that they have so far.
Truth.
All right, well, the gap smoke's coming out over towards Ivy, back towards B from Art. He's been getting a lot of room.
Hunter. Oh, a real opportunity. He wants to end this round right here. The entire B push gone.
There's a bigger problem behind that. FURIA are out of money after this one. Sure, the loss bonus is starting to build, but it won't be enough to guarantee them a bye.
Uh-oh.
Just an aggressive maneuver like this falls flat out the gate. Down a man, a minute 30 on the clock, and Hunter's already flanking again.
That's brutal.
Wait, they've just passed each other in the night here. He's about to call this clear.
He'll call A clear. Does that mean they're going to operate under the assumption?
They need to get somebody back over towards B and quick.
Yeah, Jax is going to be the first one, like, remotely close. He's in mid. I don't know when he'll start.
Hunter must know. 3, 2, 1, everything clear. Get on over to B.
Care B. Jax, what's your reaction? Stands ground in mid. They are walking into B. And they have some util. If they can get away with planting without... Oh, they can. Oh, this is such a dream. If they can plant now, the util can be used to buy time. Jax trying to disrespect it through the flames, the smoke extinguished. And now Jax comes in trying to lay down the law. It's only Keserato and he can't quite weather it.
Good plant. Got something out of nothing there. I thought as soon as they lost those fights over towards B stairs, that was the round done and dusted. But look, Hunter found a lot of space, a lot of room, confirmed it wasn't going to be that A bomb site, and then an easy retake. There was still a lot of utility left for G2 in this one. But this fight right here, you can see turning anti-flash, gets back into the thick of things, and they're very important kills for him to make. And continuing with that aggression, that seems to be the way that Hunter is dealing with this FURIA problem. We've seen it over towards A ramp multiple occasions, just continuing to push the issue. Same here. So if they want to go heavy across the map, well, he's going to take that space away. They have been able to make a buy work here, FURIA.
It's light, though.
Not great. Junior doesn't even have armor, so he's dropped something.
Nico wants info early. And he peeks in. Hard shot, nothing to connect. FURIA losing ground on B. Now, Vinny does like to hold from spawn, and that's exactly what he's doing. Oh, swings into the first. And Amanex is next victim. 2 from Vinny on the T-spawn hold, and they're still wrapping into A. Oh, and it just comes so quick. Only Nexa. Oh, and the sound cue. Just to make matters worse, Art will secure it. And FURIA will find themselves not only the round, but a whole lot of upgrades. Their financial woes for the final round of their T-half have been completely absolved.
Yeah, that was good stuff. I think it's an important bounce-back round as well. I'm talking about a swing round. Well, they've taken that out of the picture right here, right now. G2, the best that they can muster in this first half will be 5. This has been quite a quick showing. I think that's what we expect with FURIA in the server. This has been some blistering hot stuff. And G2, final round to play here for their CT half will be 3 MP9s, silenced M4 and a UMP, so SMG heavy for this one with util along the side.
Oh, Nico wants to bring a spurt of aggression into the mix, and he runs straight through the incendiary, and it's not going to end well. Far from it. That was CT Molly. And he's lost his teammate as well. That's 2 early doubled kills from FURIA to start off proceedings. Hunter claws one back, and Nexa
This is madness.
is pushed up so aggressive. Hunter knows he's got to survive. It's a great nade onto Keserato. If only he could have found Vinny. Now Amanek to clutch up. Vinny's low, super low. Doesn't get caught on the spray.
Going back.
Amanek found, and there it is. 11 for FURIA's T-side. Strong case to take their map pick. Let's see how G2's T-side shapes up.
Hey Future Pros, today I'll be showing you how to take B stairs control on Vertigo. I would avoid doing this execute early in the round as a T-rush could definitely catch you off guard. So instead use this sometimes in the mid-round to keep the Ts away from B. To do this execute you will need 2 Future Pros along with 2 smokes, 2 incendiaries and a flash. Future Pro number 1, you'll be throwing the initial smoke followed by an incendiary and a flash. To throw your smoke, take a quick peek to see if any Ts are on the stairs. Then position yourself so the corner of the back wall lines up with the edge of the metal block next to you. Then aim along the bottom of the window off to the left side and throw the smoke. This will block off the B entrance entirely. After this, move back a few steps, aim about 10% up the girder on the left side and walking throw your incendiary immediately. This will deny access to the area below the stairs. Finally, your flash. This time aim to the middle of the girders and simply walk through the flash. In this example, the flash lands a bit too high, but you can solve this by aiming just a bit lower than the one shown here. This flash should blind anyone who is foolish enough to stick around. Future Pro number 2, you'll be throwing the stairs incendiary along with a delayed smoke. To throw your incendiary, step back from the edge of this wall, aim loosely below the line across the back wall, and running through the incendiary. This will land at the box and also cover some of the stairs too. Couple with Future Pro 1's incendiary and almost all the ground will be covered in fire. After you have cleared stairs with your teammate, head back to where Future Pro 1 threw their nades from, and throw this same smoke that was thrown at the start of the execute. This smoke will block up the T's for even longer and will allow you to take a more advanced position down the stairs. This should buy you some time if the T's were planning a B attack, and possibly grant you a frag if any T's stick around to fight your execute.
Escucha loco, siéntate y relájate un poco, que en esta vida el tiempo es loco, puedes perder momentos preciosos y sepas que cuando pides ayuda yo me levanto, todo lo que tengo lo comparto, y aunque me sienta triste yo canto, ay canto, vive una vida llena de...
Vertigo continues. We're getting FURIA G2, and it's only just started. We got that 11 rounds from FURIA's T side. It definitely did impress Chad Sponge Burchill. I'm Alex Machine Richardson, and already the smiles for the South Americans looking to close out their map. G2 have posted enough to make it competitive. I think the pistol is where it all really will start to be determined, and G2's pistols are a hot talking point over at the desk. Yanko and Kassar talking about G2 and the fact that they've kind of turned their pistol successes on their head. Previously, one of the worst teams at converting these sidearm rounds. Let's see if they can continue that spree. Heading to B. At least early. No one's going to be making a peep. Keserato to set Vinny up with a flashbang, and it could be perfect.
Also nothing.
Oh my god, more than he bargained for on that jump. He spots the whole squad. Oh, and the nade from Keserato does land square on the jaw of Jax.
Look at all the utility they have for this BX key. If anybody from
Do they
G2
really
goes
just
down,
do it again?
they might have to call cancel if they go down.
Oof.
Vinny's going to have a good angle as they pop up their head here.
Very strong angle.
Oh,
No. No.
nades are getting ready.
Here they come. Vinny, prime position, so much util, and Nico finds him immediately. Keserato's still there, don't forget, he's done a lot of damage, and they're jumping all around. It's going to be chaos for a moment. Art stabilizing. He's only got one bullet, needs to reload. Good God, they finally chip away at him. Oh, Yuri hitting some great steaming headshots. Jack steams over the others, and it's only Junior. He can clutch this. Oh, and two in quick succession. Snatches away a G2 round.
Very, very dicey scenes there. Keserato living in a smoke bought a lot of time for that rotation.
I mean, Yuri and Junior, both of them finding two quick kills. We'll see Vinny doing a lot of work with the info. Look at that.
Everybody.
Hi.
1, 2, 3, at least. So much info off that jump, and then just to stick to their guns, G2, they wanted to carry through with that execute. They got what they were looking for. But Jack's being low from that earlier nade. Junior, easy one there.
He's hyped up, dude. I love to see it. There's a lot of fire in their bellies, especially when you realize, you know, you've worked so hard, you've gone through that whole group stage, so many scalps you've had to best, and now it all hinges on this best of three.
A bit of a peekaboo setup here in middle. You've got Yuri in towards that mid sandbag, just keeping his head down. Junior behind, taking the initial contact. They'll be swinging, looking for Junior. I got to look at it here. Jack's the point man.
Nice mid setup and a very quick reaction out of Junior.
Peekaboo.
G2 get it over nice and quick.
Yeah, well, that M4 will be saved as well from Junior's corpse. They could pick up the FAMAS. They still need to take out Nico. Now, with 1:10 left on the clock and a Deagle in his hands, anything more that he can find will be fantastic. Financial damage is good. The hole that they found themselves in is a big problem. One, hand cannon, obliterates Art.
Jeez, he didn't even get a chance. Didn't even make a peep, didn't fire a bullet. And now 3 CTs are looking for him. If he rounds this corner and finds another headshot, there should be no way with 3 people ready to click. Nico, if you snatch another, all the credit to you. Jiggles out and there's 3 ready to unload their mag. There we have 13. So now really our FURIA are sprinting to this finish line where G2, they are just going to have to hope there's one error in the run of 3 that they can leap through. They can, of course, force them themselves. It is going to be AKs into 18th.
So this is where we need to see Hunter come alive, right? And there's a lot of pressure to put on one guy's shoulder, but you guys saw how well Art handled that A ramp position with his teammates' utility. Hunter does it with a little bit of his teammates' utility, but basically his aim, right? He'll just walk up as a bit of a marauder here, ready to take some fights, ready to take some biffs. And Nexa leading the charge on this one. Oh, he's very quick to the smoke. Sound cue's made. Art's on the other side of things. K-Serrado aggressive B on this, and then they're just clearing out. Rotation back over towards A. Yuri and Junior have joined the party. And Vinny's in close rotation as well here. So if they do pivot back to B, K-Serrado might be in a world of hurt. But right now, it is looking like a G2A finish. So they're not just sending Hunter up to look for timings. It's actually all a ruse. They're dropping back now. Bomb will be picked on up. This is very quiet scenes.
Dispatching Jax and Nico to middle. Hunter as well. A mid to B, perhaps? Nexa tagged up heavy on the wallbang, but it is only going to confirm their suspicions. You're right, his survival's integral. Util mid now, here comes the go. They want to get up construction, and Vinny goes down quickly. Amanek bursting into B. They have found the frags, and they keep coming. Jax, nice shot. Just down the elevator, already Junior on CT. And they just surely want to maintain what they can in this one. It's just not worth contesting. Solid. And simple. Smoke, flash, take mid.
Yeah, much slower of a pace than what we've been getting out of FURIA on their gun rounds on that T-half. Junior seeing if he can find anything here, and Jax is also having a look. Jax is going to find him with the timing, and Junior falls. The money over there for FURIA is not fantastic by any means, so Art's going to want to hold on to this one. A good and necessary round out of G2 to be their first here in the second half. And they're going to need to put in a massive haul. The T side of Vertigo can be a cruel mistress. But that one looked simple, right? Really, the only time they looked flustered was when Nexa was getting spammed. And that happened very late within this round. They'd already taken that control of middle. So all in all, big thumbs up.
Pop quiz for you, Rushley.
Ooh.
What sticker does Art have on that AK-47? It's a team. Hasn't existed for a while.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Who's going to pick it up?
Oh. Down over there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is. You got that one, Rush?
Was that a London conspiracy?
Oh, he gets it. Congratulations, Rushley. You take home the car.
Hooray!
Yeah, and an iron and loads of other weird white appliances you don't really need.
He could have sounded more excited. He just won the sweepstakes. All right, all right. Now,
Oh, you might get a one-way tutorial. Here it is. So you aim at something, and then you move forward and right-click it.
that's what Rush does.
Oh,
it
is that
doesn't
not
look
the
like
way?
Amanek's moving anywhere.
Amanek's just doing a better version of the one-way. Don't have to...
I can't figure that out. Not running.
Was he crouching then, Rush? Did you ever take that into consideration?
No.
He just stood still and threw it.
Okay, well, that one-way right there gives them a little bit of wiggle room. This is a smoke towards the right side of Jenny's coming out of Hunter here, and this force bite from FURIA may not be expected. They've kept most of the guns quiet.
They're up, and oh my god, Amanek! He spots them. He does manage to catch them. It's Yuri on Jen to try and stand and deliver. They do have rifles to keep them at bay. Bomb is across the default. And a good shot from Hunter, not rushing this plant. They want to stand and fight. Nico, despite the flash, does find him. And now Art 1 versus 3, quickly made 2. Would need 4 in total in this round in the fag.
Double swing!
Bomb, and they get them both! They stand and step into the line of fire, and he'll take a moment to bask in his glory.
Oh, my lord. That was a 1-on-4.
1-on-4, and it looks too comfortable for Art. Magnificent.
The double swing as well. That's where G2 are meant to trade immediately off of that fight. But Art just stands and delivers both kills. It's all the same fight that he's taking here, right? It's all off of this construction position, taking these jewels, and then this double swing. Oh, Hunter behind the pillar. It gave enough time for Art to readjust. He's got a big smile on his face after that one. That's a bit of robbery there. And I think Nico, that reaction says it all. The G2 fans are going to be upset with how that one tumbled on down. But back underway we go. Buy is out. Nico onto the AWP. Mac 10 for Jax. And AKs for the rest.
Absolute heartbreaker.
I'm not sure if K-Serrado spotted down that deep just there. So it could be some false info.
Can we just also take a second to acknowledge the angle that Art's working with here? Just pure scum. Look at that. As they walk through, here he comes. Nexa could be grey screened. He decides to fall off as it fades. Holding a tight line and quick to react as Nexa puts his head in the crosshair. Beautiful stuff. Out of that CT setup, FURIA again finding early frags on that CT ramp hold. We saw how difficult it was on the first half for G2 to do the same. Nico.
This is such a hard fight.
He walks straight in. Yuri quick to the trigger.
It's just that left eye peek, right? It's so difficult. Yuri sees him for so long in that position. Now that nades come out, now the attack onto the A bomb site, it's desperate and the spam is good as well. Hunter down to half HP.
They are making this map look so vicious. Junior peeks over the molly. Art sticking around to contest. Just as you think you're safe, you're looking the wrong way. He dunks through the smoke, and the more frags, they all line up in very quick succession. FURIA, they're making a strong case for Vertigo to be a bit more of a one to fear.
Danger map.
When stepping into the vetoes up against the South American squad. Art, you can see he's just so aware of the timings. He knows what he likes to do. Knows how to rat that aggression, and this time it just falls into place. Junior, they clearly did not want to be playing again for that after plant. It's a very clear indication from the CTs. And Junior, oh, he's actually caught Amanek. Will he get away? He's tucked in aggressive, and they are hunting.
Oh.
Hunter has a chance, and it's not going to work out. Support arrives in time. The cavalry lines them up, and this one is done. Over. Red Rover. Nico with a Mag-10 just to accept his fate. Realizes the Deagle's his best bet. And nearly a team ace. It's Art that would need to find the frag just to finish it with style.
Playing hide and seek now for this final kill. I know Nico is good. I don't think he's 1-on-5 with a Deagle good.
I don't fancy his chances either. But it does certainly set the scenes for a G2 response.
Mirage up next.
Mirage. Very potent smoke. Can peek around it.
Spotted now. How long is going to draw this one out for? Nico giving it the best crack he can here. Utility, he's getting flanked.
Wouldn't want to see him give up. 45 seconds. Art is closing that gap.
I think they're trying to knife him. Like, no joke. I actually think they're trying to knife him.
Keep him busy long enough. Oh yeah, Vinny's actually got his knife out in the smoke.
Yeah, they're actually trying to knife him.
Knife only.
Vinny, your shoes, they're going to be visible.
There's the first from behind. It's magnificent. FURIA, they definitely got out the right side of bed today. Giving us a quick tutorial on how to beat a tier 1 team on Vertigo.